to be or not to be.
I ran across that when I was researching.
And welcome back to the Actors Dungeon, everybody.
Drop me an email. I can send you some stuff.
That's just letting you guys know that we are now live to the public. Wonderful chat about superhero villains and things that could be, might be, and if only we could get our hands on these intellectual properties. Fun things. And for those who didn't know,
I'm just saying, maybe our next game should be a superhero game.
Yeah.
We
could run it in GURPS.
Please no. I don't want to run anything in a system where headlights have hit points. I'm sorry.
Fair enough. Although I did run a pretty good superhero game in GURPS, but it was Marvel as opposed to DC. So
Marvel's got its own system, and
it does.
Marvel has several systems.
Yes, they do.
I like that, and for superheroes, I also really like Fate.
That's
simple system.
Yeah,
Fate's all right. It was a weird. I never actually got a chance to actively play the superhero setting that they had, but it was kind of an odd power system that they had.
Yeah,
it was interesting, but it was I like Masks is a lot more narrative. It's not so focused on the power set. They don't care what your power set can do. There's no hit points. There's conditions. Gotcha. It's like
I'm a big fan of much more narrative type gameplay.
It's fantastic.
I might have to look into that.
Fantastic.
Morgan's been trying to get me to start up another game. I might have to look into that.
Well, hell, let me know if you're starting. That game. I can send you a lot. I can send you actually a lot of the stuff by email. So.
Okay, that sounds really good.
Or at the very least, just show you what it is.
That sounds really good.
I'm curious as to what. Oh, it's a beanbag chair. Like, what is Alexander dragging in? Did he catch like a?
Hey, Alexander, you're not allowed to sit in that unless it's a giant Snorlax.
Oh my god! Have you seen that? You can get one in Japan. It's like beanbag. It's like $800 and some odd dollars American.
Wait a minute. You can find those actually too in Queens. The giant Snorlax beanbag chairs. Oh yeah.
I recently saw. I think it was probably an AI art, but honestly, if I could find it, I would totally buy it. Someone did a bunch of Pokemon in the art style of Nightmare Before Christmas, and Snorlax was just amazing. He kind of looked like Jack Skellington had let himself go. Like it was.
All right.
No.
So, welcome back to the Actors Dungeon, everybody.
We're talking about really, really deep subjects.
That's right. What happens when you throw a bunch of nerds together on Zoom? It just gets chaos. It's like herding cats.
I mean, I didn't interrupt sooner because I am also somewhat interested. I do not deny. It is simply, we have some people joining us for a show about a different type of role-playing game, about other characters, etc., etc. So, my name is Mike. I am your host and dungeon master. And over here we have Mr. Eredin, better known as Charlie. Charlie, please say hello.
Hello, I'm Charlie, and the Joker is a shit character.
And next to him, we've got the lovable old lady, Nanners, played by Ryan.
Hi, I'm Ryan, and I think the Joker should be cast as Tommy Wiseau.
As who? Oh, God.
And she heals people and cuts them down with a giant scythe. We have Selena Pinetrotter, played by Shauna.
Hello. Stories aside, Michael Keaton is my favorite Batman.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Christian Bale, a close second, but as Dark Knight. Michael Keaton is Batman. Christian Bale is the Dark Knight.
Very few people have managed both Batman and Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
A lot, like I think every one of the actors managed a really good one, but
Yes.
not the other.
I mean,
Michael
Ben
Keaton
Affleck's
was like
Bruce Wayne was perfect.
fantastic.
Perfect, right on the money. His Batman sucked, but his Bruce Wayne was phenomenal.
I'm
not even gonna. My kids hate me, but I'm not even gonna talk about Pattinson's Batman. I don't even want to.
And somebody who is not Batman, we have Alexander Beacon.
Don't make assumptions.
Yeah,
we don't know that. We've never seen Batman and Alexander in the same room together.
That's
You
very
haven't.
true. That's
You have
true.
not.
That's very true.
I cannot dispute that, so I will not dispute that. And joining us as our gameplay judge this week, we have Bridget. Bridget, please say hello. Show off your cool bunny ears.
Yes, bunny ears for the win.
And then joining us again as our performance judge, we have Sam DeSouza. Sam, thank you very much for being here. It's good to see you again.
It's good to see you again, too. Hola.
All right, so
Are you ready to conspire, Sam?
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah,
Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. Allergies and all, baby.
now to
wanna make
bring
helicopter
everybody
noise.
up to speed. Helicopter noise.
Yeah, for Samantha.
Huh?
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
Now to bring everybody up to speed. And the view from Boston, or downtown Boston today. Hey, does anyone?
Putting you on
I hear your
speed
voice.
message,
And suddenly, I want a
Sam.
donut.
The best thing about Boston that I've seen is someone put a topographical map of Boston next to a topographical map of New York. And New York is based on a grid.
Of course it is. I
and
love
it's-
New York better, actually.
And it just said New York because we want you to get to where you want to go. And then over Boston it said Boston because fuck you.
Basically, yes.
Because it's just everywhere. Like there's no pattern.
No, you get lost in Boston. New York, you don't get lost.
Everyone was
mugged,
Irish
but you
and
don't
then
get
they were
lost.
Russian and I don't know what's happening.
Boston, more like Lost in.
Oh,
Yes.
Got him.
Although I got to say, having been in both, Seattle is almost as bad.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, except in Seattle, it may not be quite as bad as Boston getting lost, but the problem with Seattle is you have the
People from
rotting
Seattle.
smell of sea life in your nose as you're
Oh, yeah.
lost.
Now, I think the worst thing about Seattle is the fire giants, which are currently at the doorstep. So
I think
as
it's
you
pronounced Seedle.
Beetle. Beetle.
Oh dude, you just gave one of my partners a fucking coronary. She hates it when I do that.
What? They call Seattle Seedle?
Oh no, just when you put the emphasis on the wrong syllable. I do that to damn near every word when I'm around. Just it drives her insane. It's so great. I'm gonna get stabbed one day and I'm gonna be good with it. Like it's just, doctor's gonna
I
look at
can
me like,
deal
"What
with
happened?"
that,
And it's like,
but
"It was
don't
me.
start
It's
messing
fine."
up the grammar.
all right, so
Grammar mess up me
the
now.
fire giants took you all in. So Charlie and Shauna and Alex, to bring you guys up to speed because you were away last session. The Cloud, you have all decided to parlay with the fire giants on behalf of the Cloud giants. Due to the treaties, they can't just simply waltz down there without a hell of a lot of paperwork. I mean, just trying to get your ship fixed. You spent nearly all day filling out a literally giant-sized form. So, after Eredin bravely volunteered you and then left for several hours with Selena to go and talk to the temple chaplains, you were able to join up with your friends in this lovely lava dome, where now, Alexander, you had spent some time on the ship dealing with everything that's been going on, there was talk of a mutiny, but Nanners was able to quell things with firing a shot into the air. That got the pirates' attention. And beyond that, you've just been plagued by your strange dreams again, with the wind stirring, the oceans churning, and you can feel the fire below, as if the volcano itself was deeply unsettled. And I'm just going to quickly get some more appropriate
Sorry, I'm still stuck on the part
music.
where Nanners pulled a Glock.
It was a flint Glock.
I stole it from a pirate.
Yeah.
I don't care. It's like this tiny elderly rat folk person. Like even better was like, may I borrow that for a moment? Thank you. Like,
All right.
Are we even sure that Nanners would stay on his feet after firing that? I just get this image of him flying back.
If it's up, she's braced on the cane. So like, if it's out here, then maybe. But like,
we allowed it.
I feel she'd be okay if it was up.
I drink 3 Dr. Peppers a day. I'm the epitome of physical health.
All right.
I feel personally called out by that. I don't know.
I still have a lifetime supply of beef jerky.
Weird.
Or Slim Jims. That was it. Slim Jims.
Undisclosed meat.
product.
Yeah. All right. So, Selena, Alexander, and Eredin descend on a fast-moving stone dais going deep into the mountain. And it's not long before you are brought across a rickety old bridge and met with your companions.
Hey, hold on. The old man didn't corner them, huh?
No,
old man didn't bother them with riddles?
No.
I hurt his feelings that much?
Yes, you pass by a bridge that looks like, this seems like somewhere a bridge keeper might ask you a bunch of questions, but obviously they're not in at the moment, so we're just going to... I'm using GM privileges just to get you all back together for the purposes of keeping the story going.
The ever-present hand of God.
GM Fiat.
And so, Nanners, after you you were being carried up the stairs, but of course, there was a bit of an issue with Vlas's wyvern that was a little too eager as you mounted on, and you were flung down the stairs.
And broke my hip.
So, Eredin, Alexander, and Selena, pause for a moment while I put my phone on silent, realizing it is still making noise. You hear a quiet yelp as Nanners goes falling down some stairs.
I'm going to try and intercept before every part of her hips are broken.
All right. Eredin, give me a reflex save, please. Eredin, you are successful. So, you go rolling down the stairs, and you are caught by none other than Eredin.
Whoa, where did you come from?
Over there. We took
How
a
have
very...
you been behind us?
Oh, no, we would actually just down that. I'll set her on her feet there. So we actually just took a very fast-moving stone dais that moved down into a very hot chamber.
I did that too. How did I get so far ahead of you? I bet it was the old man. He kept us pretty long.
Sorry, there was an old man?
Yeah, he was on the bridge. I think I made him really upset. He deserved
That would
it,
explain
though.
that would explain the back in 5 minutes sign that we came across. That was very weird. We did actually we actually stood around for 5 minutes because we didn't know if there was rules or some trick to the bridge or something. But
We got away very unscathed.
I know I don't want to cross it, just for having such a large derriere. I'm kind of nervous about crossing it. So, yeah. Maybe the hand of God can move me across.
Well, you're already past it. You're just in front of some big stairs right now.
Oh, sorry. I must have slept a second.
I fell down the stairs. It kind of hurt.
I thought we had to go across it again.
Yeah. I just got flung off the back of a dragon and hurt my hip.
You want me to heal you? I don't mind.
A little bit,
I was
yeah.
kind of save it for a battle, but you're worth it, Nanas. We love you.
And that being said, Brandy Bones and Vlas are there kind of trying to keep Vlas's wyvern from freaking out.
Yeah, he literally just flew that thing through a hole in the mountain. He just showed up. I think there was a chair involved somehow. According to him, his story was kind of, a drunken spiel.
The story out of Blas was a drunken spiel.
I mean, yeah, it usually is.
You've met Blas. This is
Should be no
literally a
surprise.
Saturday for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to convey what happened. I'm not saying it was odd.
Fair enough.
Was this after the thumb? The thumbs?
I don't know, I think I blacked out for that part, actually. We all have very selective memories here.
We do. I think it's the spiked tarts I've been feeding you. Sorry about that.
Oh, no.
For me, it's the repeated blows to the head.
That would do it.
A hot gust of air blasts through this hallway.
Stop it!
Sorry.
Vlas chuckles.
Oh, it's come down to me. That's intense.
So you are all
Right.
standing in... just to give a little bit of scenery for our newbies, you are in a massive hallway, as it's meant to be a tall hallway even for a fire giant. For our trio who just arrived, you were met with a blazing, bearded fire giant wearing this onyx black, heavily polished armor, who spoke very little and simply pointed down the corridor where you could join your friends. And now you're at a very large staircase leading up to a great set of doors, where you are to parley with whatever representative is there.
Right? That should be fun.
Yo, can someone please help me up the stairs? Because I'm a little too short for this.
Yeah, of course.
Thing.
I'll help you, Nanas.
Yay, it's better than the dragon.
And its tail whips around frantically.
Careful, you'll get the thumb.
You know what? No, not gonna ask. Just gonna keep moving. Everything's fine.
And if you don't understand that reference, ladies and gentlemen, go watch our last YouTube short. You'll be pleasantly surprised what you can do with a thumb.
Or unpleasantly.
All right. So you progress up the stairs, where the fire giant guards with their great glaives push the doors back, revealing this massive antechamber. And what gets you first is the heat.
Thank you.
Of
Yeah,
this
I was
place.
about to say, it's freaking hot.
Now,
Oh,
well, the only one who is unfazed by the heat is Lexander the Gnome. Even Brandy Bones pats his collar as if he's sweating, only to look around and realize he doesn't have any glands to sweat from. Selena,
There's a
Nanners...
There's a story of a place that's this hot back in Cleric legend. It's a funny name. It's pronounced Tixas. It's really crazy. Like come around.
Whose ass?
Yeah, Tixas, and it's really hot, very very hot. So this kind of reminds me of that. So yeah.
All right.
Well, at least it's not a humid hot.
I think we need gonna do a flashback, or it's actually been a little while since we've done a 3-minute monologue. So Sean, I'm really gonna put you through the ringer. Let's do a 3-minute monologue about your time at Tixa. I'm gonna start you now.
So, back whenever I was developing my craft and learning about, the different realms, there was one realm that was quite interesting because it had such an eclectic group of people. There was some straight weirdos, and then there were some that were coming in from other realms, trying to populate and change it, and it was quite interesting actually. And there was a lot of these creatures that would just put off a tremendous amount of gas, and they all thought that it was going to be detrimental to that realm, so everyone just kind of started eating them, and it really helped with the population of these creatures, and they were actually quite tasty. So that, along with the heat, they had these machines, almost a vehicle, and you could actually cook a piece of that meat on the manifold of that vehicle, and you would just it would be quite the delicacy if you had the right cut. At any rate, the heat was very very hot, and it was unbearable, and you couldn't have a white shirt without having stains on the armpits. It was really embarrassing for those people that inhabited it regularly. So yeah,
I'm sorry. Quick question. I know
Sure.
story time. What did these creatures look like exactly?
Oh, they were really peculiar. They were almost demon-like. Some of them had horns that came out of their heads. They would have different patterns on their what was like a fur, a very very short fur, and almost fur like nanas, only just on a huge scale, because they were tons. They weighed tons. Yeah. It was interesting.
And you guys were eating these things?
Yes. Oddly enough, they were quite tasty. Yeah, it was. They ate all sorts of things there. Honestly, they had big birds with feathers that they ate. The size of the eggs were almost like dinosaur eggs. It was really incredible. They'd make oils out of them. They were just really kind of ingenious. They were into southern ingenuity, as they called it. Yeah.
All right, you're good. There's something a little unsettling about a centaur eating a cow. Is that just me?
That actually, but it makes sense though, because none of these fire giants are wearing white.
Thank you for.
So would his favorite cut of meat be the centaur cut?
Ah.
I don't know enough about cuts to get the joke.
I don't know what I feel more strongly about: the level of dad pun that joke was, or the fact that I didn't come up with it. And I think it's the latter that I'm more upset with.
All right, so horse meat's not that bad either. A gruff voice says from beside you, Shauna.
Thanks, Vlas.
No, it wasn't Vlas. It was one of the
Vlas?
fire giants.
Oh my god.
Ooh,
giving
that's
you
got to
a
be pretty unsettling for you, huh?
creepy grin.
Yeah.
And in this sweltering hot room, as Selena finishes her tale, from the throne, a large, slender fire giant sitting in a different style of armor. This is more ornate, bejeweled with dark rubies and sapphires. He has a blazing yellow beard, and he is very lean. You all notice. Well,
I'm gonna step back because he looks kind of hungry. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of step over here.
Everybody, actually, please make me a will save, as you realize you are in the presence of a very dangerous individual. All right. And Selena, yep, main page, lower right-hand corner.
Oh, snap.
All good. Yeah, Selena, you're really unsettled by that. Actually, everybody except for Alexander is put off by this creature. As you all realize, you have very little agency here. Eredin, you don't like it when not only are you physically outmatched, but this chamber is set up so that anybody presented before this king, you can very easily be done away with. Nanners, you've been around enough warriors to know that people like this have a one-track mind. It is war, it is blood. Very seldom have you seen a warlord budge to reason. Selena, that comment about horse meat has really put you off, as you see a couple other fire giants looking at you and whispering. Now, Alexander, all you can think of is there's something in the depths of this mountain that's not quite right. The mountain heart is speaking to you in a way that you're not sure if it's urgent or in pain, or is it angry, but something is wrong with the heart of the mountain. And who among you speaks?
We all do, but
Then why so shy? He gives
Oh,
a toothy
great king. We were just admiring the killbots that we walked into.
A cunning strategist, I see.
Not really. I just know when I walk into a room and feel horrible for not wearing any makeup because I'm fucked. Anyway.
Eredin, make a diplomacy check. There is a quiet but audible chuckle from all the giants in the room. You have found their sense of humor.
Oh my god, we're in a room of glasses.
Hey, this is actually my kind of place.
Plus, that is not giving you agency to speak.
I'm just saying.
I'm
All right.
aware. Anyway. Hello. My name is Eredin Kalad. It's Blas. This is Alexander, the smiling nomad. This here is Nanas.
Don't introduce
Selena.
me. Oh.
That's Brandy Bones over there. Just pay him no mind.
And then the wyvern screams.
Blas, have you named that thing?
It's Mr. Tinkles, apparently.
So, did you say Mr. Tinkles?
Yeah, no, I didn't vote for it. That was all him.
Mr. Tinkles. Apparently, that wyvern is named Mr. Tinkles. I do not know why. Anyway, we have come to your ridiculously hot and threatening environment. Just investigating the theft of some, what were they? Sacred coals?
Is this a formal accusation of theft, then?
No. This is this particular group actively trying to stop a formal declaration of accusation. Hence, we are investigating. See, there's been a number of suspicious things happening topside, and it all points to unrest. Someone wants, it would seem, a battle, which means someone benefits from a battle, and unfortunately, the only time someone actually benefits from a war, is if they're actually making money from it, or they plan on being one of the survivors. So, with your blessing, we would like to...
I've heard enough from you. You there. Centaur. What do you make of all this? I've heard the strategist, and he gives you an angry eye. Speak enough.
Well, you've heard why we're here, and we just wanted to come and make a peaceful meeting with y'all and see if you could possibly help us find the people who have stolen the coals, perhaps.
And Eredin, he looks to you. See? That was nice and succinct and eloquent. That is how you speak when you respect somebody's time. Approach.
Walk forward.
No, he's talking to Selena.
Okay.
She takes a deep breath in fear and swats her tail once just to...
Am I still like riding on her this whole time?
Oh,
From the stairway?
Yes,
can
you
be.
are. I need
Yeah.
you.
Well, I guess I'm here
help.
too.
Okay.
Why do you carry a rat?
Well, she
Oi.
has tiny legs, so I would like to carry her, and she is with us. She is a good friend and a wonderful, respected colleague.
Hi. Sure.
This is Nana's. Nana's, what is your name, please? I'm sorry, I didn't ask.
Ulrich.
Nice to meet you, Ulrich. So, yes, do you have any questions for me, or should we go on?
No. We're happy to discuss. You see, this concerns us as well. We have been given license to have our way with some of these coals for our experiments. Well, they consider them sacred, Serenray and her kin. To us, they are very useful tools for the forge. And we do enjoy forging. And for some reason, there's a quiet chuckle amongst the group. Anybody can make a society check if you are trained in it. Otherwise, this inside joke remains a mystery. Selena, you know that mostly between giants, dwarves, and other creatures that kind of live in mineral-rich environments, there are often battles about who are the best forgers. Every race seems to think that they are the best forgers. Much like having been a bartender, everybody thinks their ethnicity gives them special drinking powers. I can handle my whiskey, I'm Irish. We can handle our beer, we're Canadian. We can handle our wine, we're French. Seriously, everybody. This is the same. There's no proof that their stuff is the best. They just simply believe that they're
sound
that
bitter
is the
at all.
best. Sorry, too many. It happened too many times. It's funny once or twice. Then it's like, yes, you don't have special drinking powers. Nobody does. Okay, so we've got a genre challenge from Bridget. So, this is open to everybody, but here we've got ourselves a bit of a situation. So we are now going to go into a classic Western style. So bring your best Clint Eastwood or... Oh, who's that other famous guy?
John Wayne.
Thank you. And I'm going to cue up...
Or you can go musical and do Gene Autry.
Oh, that works too. So, everybody...
I'm Gene Wilder.
Oh,
that
yes.
works.
Nice.
Blazing
The Wacato...
Blazing Saddles.
Blazing Saddles.
The Waco kid? Little bastard shot me in the ass.
These are common folk, people of the land. You know,
Morons.
Somebody needs to play Handsome Stranger.
All right, so we're going to have our two judges give us a thumbs up or thumbs down, but everybody's going to have to try to negotiate with Umrich in the most genre-appropriate way possible. And whoever gets the thumbs up gets the rose. So,
what are we negotiating for? I thought we were on discussing terms already, where he was going to tell us stuff.
Yes, let me be more specific. So, he is going to tell you things, but this is also a test of metal. And so you are now essentially... Yes, that pun was intentional. So, you're going to have to, in the most cowboy way you can think of, you're going to have to do something to impress this fire giant if you want to be ingratiated and get through to the next level without being either crushed or roasted over an open fire. So, we'll take a volunteer to start first. Thank you, Sea Cleaner, for letting everybody know the browser was cleaned. Let's get some nice tense music. All right. Alexander's got a big smile on. I'd like to volunteer him to go first.
Oh, he doesn't anymore.
Are we doing Blazing Saddles? I didn't.
It can be any sort of Western you want.
I can be Lily von Stupp.
Okay, hold on. How about this? I'm already on a horse, so I ride in. And
I'm so tired.
shh, it's okay, girl. And I pat her mane. I got for sale here some snake oil, which I actually do have a recipe for. It is an actual potion I can make in this game of Pathfinder. And it will cure any ailment you got that you can see. 100% guaranteed for at least an hour. Just enough time to resolve whatever wills and testaments you have.
Hey, y'all hear that? That dang old little rat there. I got snake oil. Gotta
Okay,
get a lot-
Boomhauer, go to bed.
I'll tell you what, man. All right. I'll take the snake oil. All right, the snake oil is an accepted offering. Who? What brave soul is going next?
I spit out into a golden spittoon that has appeared in the corner of the room. I've been standing in a dark corner with my 10-gallon hat tilted down over my head. I toss back the flaps of my duster coat as I rise from a tiny, tiny stool and a tiny, tiny table and say, "Look like y'all boys been misusing them coals." You know what we do to boys who misuse their coals around these parts?
I am. What are you suggesting that I do with the coals on there?
I'm suggesting you take them coals back where they belong. I'm suggesting that whatever it is that you got going on with them coals ain't such a good idea in the first place. Might be about time that take them coals where they're supposed to be, and you ain't gonna run into no trouble. Now, I can trade you for them coals, take them right off your hands now. There won't be no trouble at all. And I can promise you, let's say I promise you and your whole little fiery society, I promise you a nice, cool lifetime of peace and relaxation. What do you say to that?
And they sort of adjust the belts. One guy snaps his suspenders. Sort of
Look at him,
talk
the
amongst
town
themselves.
actually is big enough for the two of us. We can fit. We're like half a guy each.
Maybe
All
even
right.
a quarter of a guy.
Yeah.
Eredin.
Kind of looking
Wrong
around.
music for this.
All right, look. We all want to get along. And we all just want to keep our investigation going. So if y'all don't mind, I'm going to take a dagger and put it to my throat.
Hold it. One wrong move, and this sumbitch gets it.
I think you'll do
Oh
it.
my God!
Lordy
Anybody
Lord.
gonna help that fella? Anybody gonna help that fella?
Hold on, I got snake oil. This will help.
He's desperate. Do what he say. Do what he say.
All right,
Just
judges and everybody in our chat, please vote for your favorite one. They get the rose. But all in all, you guys have passed this this scene.
It's that black-hearted yellow belly arm. That damn right arm. I knew he'd follow me all the way here. He's one of my nemesis. All right, now let the man go now.
Whoa,
You
is
stay
that
the hell
Doug
away from me.
Dimmadome over the Dimsdale Dimmadome over there?
Stay the hell away from me, Smiley. You know what you did.
Now, I'm way back in Arkansas now. We way down here in
Oh, this
Fire
ain't
giant
Arkansas.
Sam, I just need your vote.
Don't I know it ain't Arkansas. We ain't there no more. So we gonna let bygones be bygones.
no,
Water
sorry,
under the
there.
bridge.
Oh, that what we're gonna do, is it?
That's what
I'll
we're
tell
gonna
you.
do.
You want
I'll
some of
tell
this
you, the last
shine,
time-
Daddy?
All right,
Last time
and
you
the
said
rose goes to Alex for the mysterious stranger in the corner. Well done, everybody. So, with that, we, I think that, ironically, I think that was one of the,
Could we even
original
go
tracks
for a
I'd
close
used.
second to Nanners?
I personally, I quite liked the snake oil.
Yes, I like the snake oil.
Yay.
All right. So, the giants all pleased with what you're offering.
Where were we? I feel like we were just somewhere else for a second. What just happened?
All right.
Sound like
Man, I
the
tell
The
you,
heat's really getting to me.
whew, those dreams.
The volcanic fumes will do that to you sometimes. It'll give you strange impressions and mess with your head, but
Did we say anything weird to you? I'm sorry if we did.
no, it's all right.
Okay.
But we are willing to accept your liaison. You will be spared our wrath from walking in here in the first place uninvited. And we accept that you are under the protection of Serid Ray in the treaty that we must honor. You are welcome to go about the keep and ask your questions. But I am afraid I have no answers for you at this time, as I would also like to know who was in violation of our treaty.
I'm glad we're all on the
Forward.
same page. That's wonderful. Who should we speak to next? Who would you suggest?
I would suggest going to the armory. There you will find the quartermaster, and you will be able to speak to some people within the forge. I warn you, the forge is a very sacred part of our culture. Do not test my welcome.
Lass, please be on your best behavior, or I'll ask Nana
Huh?
to put you to sleep again.
Vlas is in mid-attempt at pocketing something. Stop it. Brandy
Somebody
Bones
slap him.
knocks it out of his hand. Now, these sigils will let people know that you are under my welcome. You will be able to go about your business unprovoked. And he brings out a large box and then kind of sets it on the ground in front of you, opens it up, and there are little sigils of various sizes.
I will take one that's not going to break my neck and just kind of I find a smaller one for Nanners.
Yay. What are you rolling for? I'm scared.
I flip into the box to look for my own teeny tiny one.
Everybody, all the giants suddenly lurch forward as if you've just pulled a vanishing act. And then you pop out with a gnome-sized sigil.
Ah!
And there's a little twinkle. It's like when Legend of Zelda, when Link gets
Oh, wait. Copyright. Da-da-da-da. There we go.
one of the
So
fire
we're safe.
giants
Nailed
starts
it.
applauding until another one of the guards just gives him a look, and he suddenly goes back to standing straight.
Nice.
But yeah.
I have somewhere I'd like to ask about too. Do you have an unloading and loading area for any imports or material goods you get from outside this this beautiful building here?
We are an industrial complex, and you're asking if we have a shipping and receiving facility?
Oh yeah, well I need to know where it is at least.
Forgive my ignorance. And he gestures kind of down, and he starts giving you some directions of where to go, and then he pauses and... Sortros, and he points to the guard who was kind of clapping before, will be your guide. He will do everything you ask him to, nothing more and nothing less. And he says that directly to... God damn, I just gave this guy a name.
Sore throat.
Sortros.
Sore throat.
Now, Shauna, I believe you have courtly graces, so please make either a society or a diplomacy check to see if you can kind of ascertain what is going on here. You haven't a clue.
Nope.
None.
You have a plus 18? Holy shit.
Can I don't know if it's perception or like is there a familial similarity between the two?
Oh, that would be a perception check. Yes, it is subtle, but the more you look at the structure of the cheekbones, the fact that these two are both on the lean side of the rest of the fire giants you've seen, you would, if you were a gambling man, you would put money on cousins, maybe. Oh, and Charlie, you got a rose for that from Bridget.
Right.
Oh, was there another? And Sam has given everybody a rose. So you all have one extra rose. Charlie, you have a second extra rose.
Sweet.
If there's any more questions before we leave the throne room, feel free to ask. Otherwise, we will break to our intermission. But
no.
Can I sense anything else going on with the mountain and what it's trying to say to me?
Absolutely. You are going to give me your occultism roll, please. Ooh. All right, so, Alexander, you know the mountain's trying to say something, but you are going to have to get deeper into the mountain to be able to hear it. Right now, it's not coming through clear. It's not in focus yet. All right. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we will take our 10-minute intermission, and we will be back shortly. Specifically in 10 minutes. Bye for now.
To be or not to be.
For it unsweetened, they looked at me like I was some sort of creature from another world.
Hi, everybody. Just for context, for Creature from Another World, we're talking about iced tea in the southern states.
Yeah.
Feel free to comment, everybody.
We call it sweet tea.
Yep.
And if you want unsweetened tea, you're a freak.
Unsweetened with lemon. Thank you.
Yuck.
Ew.
I also drink twist of lemon, so
Down in the South, we like our tea with 47 scoops of sugar.
Damn right.
although I did kind of get hooked on dropping peanuts into my Coke. That is
Man.
really
That's
yummy.
good.
I'm
It's
loving that.
good.
That is
Yeah.
not what I thought you were about to say. I've
What, do
never
you live in
done
the
that.
1950s or something?
It's even better. It's even better if you use those boiled peanuts that come in a can, and you get the bottle of Coke, and get it icy cold, and you drop those peanuts in there. Oh man, that's
It works with Dr.
I'm not a-
Pepper too.
I'm not a Coke person, but there was a meme that I saw that it made me laugh hysterically because it was just like, Coke, either put the cocaine back in or leave it alone. Stop making other other flavors. Like,
Does that nut thing work with cashews in Coke? I'm just saying.
I think the cashews are
You've got
too
a
soft.
cashew there ready to go.
I
They have to
do.
be salted. I
It's
think
mainly
there's
the
something about
salt,
the
yeah.
salt.
Yeah.
you just
Just put a little bit of salt in your Coke. You'll have the same effect.
No.
Without mushy peanuts at the bottom.
No.
is it the oil as well? Like the entire
Yeah, it's
peanut?
the whole thing, and then it's the texture of the crunch with the fizz of the soda together. You get that bubbly carbonation along with the crunch of the peanut, and it's just, and then you get that little bit of salt.
Absolutely
Beautiful,
psychotic
sublime.
words coming out of your mouth right now.
I'm afraid I have to agree with Ryan on this. This is
Yeah, you're weird.
Like, you
I-
know
Okay.
why I like
Okay.
drinking soda? The crunch.
Pair it with a fried bologna sandwich, and you're straight from West Texas.
Okay. However, in their defense, the majority, if not all, of human cuisine, I guarantee you, is based on a dare. Like,
I
There you
mean,
eat that.
to really put it into perspective, one of my absolute favorite sandwiches, and my kids are horrified, is fried Spam with Cheese Whiz and Miracle Whip on Wonder White bread.
so none of
Wow.
it is actually nature at all. Like, it's just
That's like
This sandwich
that's
was
not
formed
nature.
in a lab.
When I was a kid, I would get a Hawaiian roll and, like, tear it in half.
Hmm?
And then I would put a piece of American cheese folded into quarters on it and put ketchup on top of that.
Yes. Yes.
But I was also
done
like
that on
5
white
when I
bread.
did it.
Yep.
I saw. I'll say this, and then we can get into game. But I saw this, and I immediately thought of, like, I have American friends that would probably love this. I am afraid to try it. So you take a hot dog, and you
Mhm.
stick a bunch of spaghetti noodles, like raw spaghetti noodles, in it, so it's
Mhm.
sticking up like a little comb. You
Mhm.
take about 4 of them, and you boil it in a frying pan, so the noodles are done. And then you just roll the hot dog, so it's now wrapped in the noodles. And then you take bacon and then wrap each hot dog in bacon.
Yep.
Did
And
say
then you
bacon?
fry those.
Yep.
And then you put them in, like, I think it's the same frying pan, or like a baking pan. And then you cover it in, I think it was tomato sauce, I'm not entirely sure. And then there was just covered in processed cheese slices of all different types, and then thrown in the oven.
Mm.
And then they started cutting into it, and there was so many
So
steps.
that was
and I just-
definitely rage bait video you watched.
that sounds like something you make when you're absolutely high.
And the
as a
thing
kite,
is, like-
even more high as a kite.
As you were describing it, each step you're like, okay, someone would eat that, and you're like, and then they wrap it in bacon. I'm like, okay, someone would eat that, and then you deep fry. I'm like, okay, you're continuing to add steps to stuff people would already eat.
What's really good is you cut your hot dogs open, and this works really well with the Oscar Mayer cheese franks. You cut them open. You stuff them with crushed pineapple. You wrap them in bacon and fry them. And then you put it on a hot dog bun with barbecue sauce.
If
So
you wrapped it with
Okay.
jalapeno bacon,
Y'all
My
gotta
brain-
be high when you're
My
making
brain
this,
has
right?
a 404 error trying to calculate just like all of the different types of taste that is happening. There's like salt, and then there's sweet,
Mm-hmm.
then there's the bitter thing from barbecue sauce, and then there's nothing because bread, and then
And it's a heart
or
attack.
consider this idea, guys. So you take a hot dog, and you
Feed
make
it to
it
a
soft
fire
enough to
giant.
cut. So then you cut up like maybe a quarter, like right down the middle, and then stop right at the quarter, and then you make a little sliver hang off on each side, and then you put a little smiley face on it, and then you boil it, and you have a hot dog, friend.
so anyway, long story short, Vlas and I probably have some sort of like the mystery meat on a stick just passing through as we're going through the fire giant.
Actually,
It's
before
actually
we get
working.
back into the game, we're just going to quickly go to our judges. Judges, you don't have to give us scores so far, but if you got any notable moments or anything you'd like to see going forward, please share your thoughts with us so far before we begin Act 2.
I want to see exactly how you players are going to handle yourselves in this sacred forge, and how you're going to maneuver to not piss off and or alienate the king, who's already warned you just how deadly that can be. I want to see you guys bring your best chops to avoid this.
so glad Vlas isn't here.
I gotta say the same thing as what Bridget said, but our last performance, I gotta say, Alex rocked it.
Yep.
And also, I think I want to see more I want to see some more snake oil too.
Yes.
More
Yes.
snake oil from Nanners.
Yes.
Okay, someone has to get
Absolutely.
poisoned or injured, and I have to trick them into taking it. 'Cause that's
Maybe,
how it works.
okay, maybe if not snake oil, some kind of weird ass mofo hot dogs. Okay.
like what was that Million Ways to Die in the West thing? Just like pieces of shirt. There's flannel in this.
Or like Vienna sausages, like
Oh,
the hot dogs suspended in
Stop
some
with the
sort
hot
of
dogs!
snake oil tonic.
All right.
and spaghetti wrapped up, and
Uh-huh.
and then what is it?
Bacon.
Put in a cast iron, and then cheese whiz. I don't know.
But you gotta
Nanners is
pull
gonna
'em-
Okay, you're
cook
making
gotta
something
pull
from
'em
fucking
out
Goof
of-
Troop. Can we
You
play
gotta
the game?
pull them out of a bottle of snake oil
Goof
tonic
Troop.
that they've been preserved
dear.
in.
All right. Well, we'll see what
Yeah.
we'll see what Nanners can cook up as we go.
Calculates
So.
Ryan's weakness.
Yes. Yes.
Hot dogs.
Maybe some blow pop in there. Not blow pop. What is it that? What is
That's
it?
called cocaine.
Pixie sticks. Pixie
No,
sticks.
big-
Oh,
Big chew. Put some
That's-
big chew in there too.
What are you
With the
people
hot dog.
fucking talking about?
And sprinkle them with blue pixie stick.
There you go. Yes.
All right. Well, this will be
well,
an
I'm
interesting order.
hungry. I don't know about anyone else.
Anybody
All
grossed out yet?
The
A little.
bottom of my heart feels heavy.
Right? Like you could,
All right.
it's like, oh man, I can feel that here. Your stomach's lower. Is it though?
So, Alexander, I'd like to cordially invite you to dinner at my house.
Will I? I'll probably be busy that night.
Hey, you know, it's fine. You can accept it. Just do yourself a favor. Just send us a text as to, like when you arrive, and the address. I'll dial 911 and then I'll wait.
Alrighty, so Sorcheros, when his thundering footsteps leads you all out into the hallway, and he opens up another door, taking you further into the mountain. And the further down you go, this heat. Oh, this heat. And I'm going to take fortitude saves from everybody but Alexander.
Okay, I pass out. Yeah, basically.
Nanners, you do not pass out, but you have the fatigued condition.
I don't know what that is in Pathfinder.
It just means you're slightly short of breath. You're feeling fatigued, and it's very... The Pathfinder variation is very similar to the real-life feeling of fatigue. Your
Can I
footsteps
use
are a
my
little
medical
heavier.
skills to cure my own fatigue? Because I think I'm allowed to cure fatigue.
Snake oil.
Drink that snake oil.
You know what, Nanners? Actually, if you can cure yourself of this, you absolutely can.
By adding a peanut to your snake oil.
It's just hot dog water, you guys.
Does fatigue count as a disease?
Disease, no. This is
Okay.
a condition.
Just checking.
This on-running gag is amazing.
And a capsule full of blue pixie disc.
Whoa,
Pixie-
whoa, hey, whoa, wait a minute.
Let's get wild in the
Pixie-
face.
For the pixies
Dust
listening,
Pixie.
calm down.
Wow.
Calm
Hey,
down.
hey now.
Sheesh.
Sorry, I had a flashback to my lost husband, pixie disc.
Oh.
It sounds like a bachelorette party.
Mhm.
I don't know. I'm picturing just like
going
male
ahead.
dancers with like wings, and that's it.
Sorry, Ryan, did you have anything to cure the fatigue
I'm looking
condition?
through my
or-
stuff
Okay.
still. You can keep going.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, we'll give you a moment as you kind of go through your.
I mean, I don't want to waste a reagent on it. I'll just live for now, unless I need to later.
All right, now.
I mean, you're not. It's not like you're still riding.
Yeah, I'm riding a horsey.
You're still on Celine's back, so
They
it's not
have
like you're
made,
slowing down.
They were going to ask Vlas to stop Mr. Tinkles from going in, and there was a bit of a spat, so Vlas, Brandy Bones, and Mr. Tinkles are kind of hanging back.
No.
And that way you don't have to worry about them getting up to anything in the background. And your guide mutters a little bit as he takes you on. So, the armory, right? We're going to the armory. That's where you want to go.
Yes, please.
One of
Pretty
the
sure
places,
first
yeah.
stop.
So
How
sore
many
throat.
places?
What was all that? What was all that? That back and forth between you and the king there.
Now, Alexander, you are touching on a sensitive subject. I'm going to have to get a diplomacy roll from you, please.
Ooh. Let's see if we can. Ooh.
Oh,
No.
gonna get spanked.
There's always someone. There's always someone trying to
He
start.
stops and looks down at you. What's going on between me and the king is none of your business, little one.
Oh. Okay. No need for hostility. In fact, look at this. And I do like some weak I don't know. Ooh.
Damn it.
Do the cartwheel again. I think you liked that earlier.
Actually, the because of the way I've set this character up, you separate the rings behind your head, and his face kind of lights up. Oh! And then he quickly gets his demeanor back. Oh, yeah, I've seen how you, well, I'll take you to the armory.
Is your name Mongo by chance?
No, we already know his name. It's Sir Throat.
Oh, my bad.
Sortrose.
Yeah, sore throat.
That's what I
Get
said.
it right.
Sortros. And apologies for my friends. They're naturally inquisitive. And
I'm both
unfortunately-
senile and suffering from heat stroke right now.
They're naturally
That too.
annoying is what they are.
Sorry.
Guilty as charged.
not everyone knows what it's like to be related to someone in power.
Oh.
So,
Tell
like,
me about it.
I don't mean to pry, but it does kind of seem like he's putting you through the ringer.
The ringer. So, he puts down, and he doesn't have a glaive. He has a rather crude-looking battle axe. Or not a battle axe, or it's a would-be battle axe. Sorry, it's double-sided. I'm forgetting my different types of axes. And he kind of puts it in the ground and leans on it a bit. The ringer is an understatement. He's put me through all kinds of things. You get it? You got somebody in power who just thinks because they're your older cousin, they can just treat you like shit?
Well, kind of. My mother was a shield baron. So, when my brother and I were born, I expressed interest in being an adventurer the same way that my parents were, and he just wanted to be a farmer, which was fine, but she did everything she could to dissuade me from being an adventurer. Till she finally realized that I wasn't going to be dissuaded. So she started to train me. And
I'm
she
just going
trained
to
me
pause
hard.
your monologue real quick here because you have him engaged. Now, Alexander, your roguish instincts notice that if you wanted to sneak off somewhere, you probably could. It is risky, but it is an option. Selena and Nanners. Well, Selena, you're mostly worried about Nanners, but you are noticing that Eredin does have this guy's attention, so if there's anything else you wanted to ask him, maybe while he's engaged, Eredin has maybe found a way to parlay with him. Alexander, you attempt to sneak into the darkness, and unfortunately for his perception, I can't really roll it stealthily, but we'll see if you are noticed. All right, so Alexander, you attempt to disappear into the darkness. Selena, Nanners, if there's anything you wanted to do while Eredin has him in conversation.
Do I notice him trying to sneak off?
Yes.
Alright, I think fast. I'm gonna make it a little distraction, possibly. I wanted to ask something. Since I keep talking about passing out, could I roll a con save, and if I fail, I actually do? Give in to the heat?
Absolutely.
Oh, god damn it!
Oh, this is a perfect time for this challenge. Mike, what really happened was
What really happened? Oh dear. Okay. Do you mind if I switch it to Eredin, because they're the ones currently talking? That might. Okay, so what really? So, now Nanners, you know,
I held on.
yeah, there's a lot of things happening right now. So, Alexander, you attempt to sneak off. Eredin, you see him sneaking off. Nanners, you know, like, you can hold on, but this heat is getting to you. However, you are sweaty enough that if you were to attempt to fake it, you might be able to pass it off as real with a strong enough deception check. And maybe with the help of your good friend Selena, who might be able to panic a little bit and make it real. If the two of you were to conspire, you might be able to come up with a distinctive distraction.
I don't know, I feel like that's riskier at this point than just holding on.
Fair enough. All right.
I think I'm going to say no to that. I'll just deal with what may.
So, Eredin, you notice Alexander's trying to sneak off, but he kicks something that rolls into a suit of armor against the wall, and there's a very loud clank. He looks at Alexander.
Huh.
Oh shit! You know what? That reminds me. My dad had a suit of armor well, obviously it wasn't like that because he was human, but on display, just fully on display. And I was like, when do I get armor like that? She's like, you're not getting armor like that. So why not?
All right, Eredin, make a perception check, please.
Skills. And then we go down to the perception.
Okay, so you noticed this guy, as you're talking about your father and armor, he kind of bites his lower lip and he gives you a quick up and down. Yeah.
So she decides to, and I'll kind of like take a couple of steps like I'm pacing, but walk away from where Alexander is.
All right.
So hopefully his eyes kind of follow me.
They do.
And so I just like, anyway, it was weird because any time that my brother wanted anything, he was like, oh, hey, I want to get this for the farm. I want to get that for the farm. They would just pony out coin, just done. Absolutely. I'd sit there and be like, hey, can I get a new pair of braces? Buy it yourself. Like, it was irritating. I had to earn everything. My brother was given everything.
Oh, yeah. That stupid guy on the throne, he was pretty much handed this because his father died prematurely and, well, yeah, that doesn't matter. Hey, can I know we were going to the armory, but, you want to go to the cafe? Maybe I can get you a pint or something?
Is it cooler there?
Oh, yeah, it's cooler there. At least the drinks are cooler there.
Fantastic. Oh, tell you what door is the armory?
Oh, it's, you go all the way down, and the whole tunnel's gonna slope down. Then it's the first, black door on the, what's when something's not left?
Right.
First giant black door on the right.
There you go. And I'll look at Selena and Nanner's like, so you can do that. I'll gonna take Sotros up on his offer for a drink, and you guys, all the way down, first black door on the right.
Okay. Have fun.
Anyway,
Well.
so as we're
you
walking away, it's
go,
like, so is this your cousin, father, uncle?
Oh, he's my cousin. Yeah.
And he goes into a bit of a complicated Game of Thrones situation where the throne was basically up for grabs from a few different families, but Ulrich wasn't necessarily next in line, and then suddenly he was. But we'll get into more of that a little bit later as we go into your see how your date is progressing. Thank you, Bridget, for the what really happened suggestion. Now, Alexander, you have managed to scurry off in game as well as on camera.
Hooray!
It's my gnomish magic.
And yeah, you see them. Oh, I'm just noticing there's other challenges.
Too bad.
Yeah.
No, okay.
Thank you, Jane. I think we will do that maybe for as the date gets progressing. Worst instances, I think, would be good. So, yeah, the two of you are left unsupervised, Shauna and Ryan, and
Hey.
you've seen Alexander scurry off, but Alexander, you see them.
Oh, he came back.
Yeah. You see Sortros and his dinner date walk off. They go up a very large staircase and slowly fade away from view.
Hey, Selena, I have a better idea. Screw the forge. I don't think we're gonna find anything there except more sweat and more heat stroke. I really think it would be a very good lead to check out the shipping dock they were talking about.
Oh, yeah. I think that's cool.
He was telling me the directions. It shouldn't be too hard to find with those.
Okay, yeah. Let's
If
save you
you're
from
okay
more
with
heat
that.
stroke.
Yeah, probably at least a little more area over there.
Right. Okay. Yeah, off we go.
Alrighty. Now, Alexander, did you want to continue on your own to the forge, or did you want to go with Selena and Nanners?
Neither. I want to find a way deeper into the mountain.
Excellent. Okay. So, I will leave you to that for a moment, and then I may have you two jump in as NPCs as we go. We'll follow Selena and Nanners now. Now, Nanners, you are going to recall knowledge, you are going to give me an intelligence check, please.
The remembery roll.
I'm pretty good
Wow.
at those.
Yep, okay, so it is back into the main hallway, towards the front, towards the lava chamber, and then there is a corridor directly on the right of the entrance that will take you down, and then this is where the lava meets the sea, and that is where the shipping and receiving is literally ships. So,
Oh, dang, that's actually impressive. I didn't think they would do that. I thought it was all the lava boats.
now,
That's pretty cool.
while you're going, there is one guard patrolling.
Also,
Would
I
you-
want to say real quick, as we're walking there, when I, give a good catch that there's no one around, I just want to quickly sniff in my bag. I want to get the scent of the fake coal I made.
All right. Ooh. Yeah, sorry, for some reason I was waiting for a roll, but you don't need to roll for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I sniffed the coal, okay, woo! I
Yeah.
did it!
you sniffed the coal, and, well, it was well crafted. It smells similar to what you believe the coals to have smelled like when you were in the church. It is, how do I describe the smell of a coal? It is a strange mix of the forge smells, so you get this almost like a light sulfur, but there's also a sort of peppery smell to it, almost like a type of incense. And so that was what you had recreated with this coal.
Boy, I just wanted that in my memory bank for reference.
Ooh,
What
clever.
I'm possibly
Okay.
going to do.
So, there is one patrolman. You can attempt to sneak. You can simply walk by. What would you like to do?
Flash the sigil, we have permission.
All right. So you walk. He looks down, notices the sigils, and then continues on his way. And yeah, you soon find yourselves in the shipping receiving yard, where several fire giants are hard at work. And let's see if I've got a nice shipping yard cavern. Shipwreck Cove, Seedy Tavern, Throne Room. Well, feel free to speak to one another as I see if I can find anything.
So, Nanas, do you think they? I don't know if they do their business like I've seen before, but do you know if they have any sort of shipping documents, like a ledger, where we might be able to see where they're getting some of their imports and where they're exporting to? Maybe that might be our next clue.
It is very likely. I do not know if they would have smuggling documents explicitly, like, put together. Probably be under a false name, and we're not sure what clues to look for there. It might be difficult, but if we're able to gain access to them without too much trouble, it might be a good idea to look. Yeah.
Okay.
Just might not, just setting expectations is all. We probably won't find too much.
Okay.
All right.
You never know, though. Maybe they are just like writing sacred codes on a shipping document. I don't know.
Well, you never know.
So,
even a corrupt business is still a business.
you enter the main room, and there are many giants hard at work here. It is... there's a ship being unloaded, and give me a... you can both give me perception checks as you see this ship being unloaded. There are mine shafts as well, with giants going in and out. You both notice, at first it looks like the ship is being unloaded, but no, this ship is actually quite damaged, and there are people on board screaming. A couple of them you see get stomped or punched against the ground to shut them up. The ship is being plundered. It is a fairly gruesome sight. Some of the other fire giants are coming out of the mine shafts, loading up ores onto another boat, where some individuals are being brought in chains. These are various types of humanoids. You see half-orcs, you see some humans, and a few of them are very hard to tell because they are covered in ash, obviously mistreated, and they're being forced onto the ship with some cargo.
I'm feeling really uncomfortable seeing all this. I mean, not trying to be a weakling or anything, but this is tough.
Same, but I think it would be an extremely bad idea if we did anything as horrible as that sounds. Because I think we would be, no hesitation, put in the same exact position if we tried anything.
Right, I know, yeah.
And now, to the dockhands, the shipping master and the overseer immediately stroll up to you, and these will be played by Charlie and Alexander. Alexander, you will be the overseer. Charlie, you are the shipping master. As you see these two, and you had already heard rumor that there were some delegates coming, but suddenly these two show up.
I'm nothing but delicate. Blush.
Now I say now, what are you two littlins doing here right now?
Easy. Oh, come on now. They ain't hurt nobody.
Hurt ain't what I asked them. I asked them what they was doing now.
We are investigating on behalf of the ruler of this place.
Now I said, now boy, you gonna have to speak up there, Mousy. I can't hear you from all the way behind on. One more time, the Zoom was cutting out because I was speaking. So you're gonna have to repeat yourself.
Okay, no problem. 1 second. We're investigating!
Oh.
We're looking for stuff on behalf of the ruler!
Now, no need to blow out your lungs there now.
Julie!
Now I
Okay,
say,
I got a word.
now I say there, Mousy, since you're the one that's talking. Okay, since you're the one that's talking there, Mousy, I'm gonna have to ask, cause I was told that y'all was going to the forge and not here.
They was sent to investigate. Their investigations can take them wherever, so long as they goddamn their sigil. You hear?
I
We
do
were only given one
suppose.
guide, and we had to split up to work based on evidence we had. So we split up based on evidence we had.
Now
you can stick with us if you'd like, if you want to be a bit safer about it all.
Now I do declare, being the overseer of this here operation, it don't seem like y'all is exactly where y'all is supposed to be. And what happened to the guide that was given y'all in the throne room?
Probably given a tour to the forge to the rest of them. Because lest I miss my guess, there was supposed to be a skeleton, a half-orc, a centaur lady, a small lady rat folk, and a human of some persuasion.
So
seeing as how we only got 2 of them, I would suggest the other ones are somewhere else.
Now that is passing strange, don't you think, there?
I mean, you can ask
Days
your
investigate.
ruler. I did ask if we could explore here, and he sounded open to the idea.
Excuse me.
Gave me
Hi.
directions.
Well, we actually also needed some fresh air because my friend here was getting extremely hot, and she was on the verge of passing out, and we really just wanted to get close to the sea and get some of that coastal breeze on her so she could cool down properly.
That's
Now
right
that I
there.
understand.
Is that right now there, horse legs? Okay. Well, y'all get y'all's fresh air and don't be caught underfoot now. Cause we got a lot of work we gotta get to.
Right. Thank you.
Now come along now, boy. Let's finish this up.
Who are you calling boy? I am the shipmaster here. You are the dockmaster.
Now I say I am the overseer, and I have had direct talks with the king, who told me that I was the one in charge of overseeing. It's in the name. How this scheduled shipment happens now.
Mm-hmm. And where is this shipment currently? I believe it's on my ship. Being the shipmaster, I do declare that you can oversee me being in charge.
Now, I ain't never been so flabbergasted in my life. I do say that, boy.
I tell you what. I tell you what. Since it ain't nothing really, you in so close with the king. Why don't you go and you tell the king that you don't recognize his seal of authority because you giving these two a hard time, and then you can tell him why. You can tell him that. Why are you telling him how I'm being so very disrespectful? Or you can tell Jenkins to stop palming the mead.
Well, I say y'all do take care and don't be found underfoot. We gonna have a good long conversation with the king here, and after working hours. I do say now. I'm gonna get back to work since I'm the only one working hard here.
You do
What a
that.
fine job you're doing.
Thank you,
That's
Mousy.
That's what I love about that man. He can talk himself into anything. Now, let's see what we can do about you, yeah? And I'll like take like a hair of cloth or something and like dip it into the ocean water and bring it over and kind of drape it over Knickers.
Waterboarding.
Water. Charlie, first, you got a rose for your delightful, brilliant manipulation from Bridget.
Ah, thank you. Now that the bureaucrat is gone, what exactly are you two looking for?
My centaur friend here said she was possibly hoping to explore any documentation that might be, available for us.
All right. What type of documentation? Shipping manifests, cargo? Oh, we talking something that goes beneath notice.
That's what we're looking for, yes, but I imagine if it goes beneath notice, it disguises some other stuff, and if some people in charge are not aware of it, then it might not even be known to you.
If the people in charge aren't aware, then they don't deserve to be the people in charge. And if they haven't said anything yet, that means they're directly benefiting from the things that they don't see. So long as the benefits keep coming, the ignorance come with it.
Well, if
So-
that's the case, I think it might be a good idea to ignore any known under the table issues.
Well, tell you what, I'll bring you into my cabin.
Sure.
And show you where I keep my books. And then, I'll be damned if it's almost my lunchtime.
Right. As we're
So-
walking along to the cabin, I'm doing a sniff test for the coals.
All right.
Among all the crates.
Yep.
No,
This I
none-
will need a nice strong perception check for, please, Nanners.
If this website would work, and let me actually click it. I'm gonna rose that. That's even
Nice.
Nanners,
Worse.
unfortunately,
I have
the,
one more.
sure?
Nah, I don't remember. Did I have one more?
I think
don't-
so.
Oh, you had two.
Oh, cool. One more. Burn them all. Yeah,
Okay,
there we go.
shit. All right.
That's a bit
all right.
better.
Nanners, you think you might have noticed a bit of the smell, but it's hard to say. If you did, it is no longer here or no longer in your immediate vicinity, but it has at least passed through this area at some point.
Could there
You
be
might
like a
notice-
dust trail?
There is no visible dust from these coals. This is specifically because Nanners can smell chemicals. Her nose is trained for things that have alchemical significance.
I can smell a cold virus. I'm really good at this.
Yeah.
That is a skill I have.
Selena, on the other hand, as a cleric, you might be able to sense the magic with a detect magic spell. But
I also would like to
you'd have
ask
to be in
whether-
closer proximity. Sorry?
Sorry, was there any additional smells of note around the kind of area I got the whiff?
Ooh, there are many smells, and that's one of the things that's making this so hard to figure out, because there's the steam and humidity from the cave where the lava meets the sea. There is blood in the air. There is the stench of black powder as stuff is being loaded onto the ships. There's the smell of the fumes from the coals. not the sacred coals, but just coal in general from the fire that's wafting out from below. And the stench of whatever the fire giants are cooking for dinner.
So y'all
doing this.
So y'all can see here. We bring the ships in here. We unload the cargo over there.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the crates being all loaded and checked and shipper manifest the overseer's got. And being the shipmaster, I do have a copy. Mainly because I'm very fastidious. Tell you what, why don't you come to the cabin, yo?
You sure?
So I bring them in the cabin, close the door, lock it. Now, what exactly has a centaur and a rat folk coming to the heart of the mountain from the cloud?
Now, I will need will saves from the two of you, as this suddenly got very, very uncomfortable. You are both now trembling in your shoes, and we're going to leave the two of you there as we go to Eredin's date.
And then they made him his chief. It's the damnedest thing. Only lasted. Only lasted a day and a half, but he lived it up. Of course he did.
Oh, that's great. Hey, another round over here. Hey, if you don't like the grog, we've got some. What are your? I drink grog mostly to impress the fellas, but you seem like you might kind of be a brandy guy. Am I getting that? I'm a brandy guy myself.
Well, tell you what. I'm kind of hungry, and this. God, it is really fucking hot down here. Could I get a pitcher of? Could I get like a pitcher of water, and some breadsticks maybe, and then I'll try some of that brandy.
Oh yeah, it's on me, my treat. Part of the nobility around here. So, hey, waiter. Big ass pint of water and some of your finest breadsticks.
Breadsticks?
Yeah, breadsticks.
Yeah, heard you the first time. Royalty.
I think we only have peanuts. You might want to tell him we're out of breadsticks.
That's what I was about to tell him, Cheryl. Listen, we ain't got no breadsticks. We only got peanuts. Now, what we can do, your royalty, excuse me. What we can do is, what did you say to me?
I said thank you.
Yeah, that's what
I'll
I
just
thought you
hold
said,
up the royal sigil. This is official business. If you wouldn't mind canning the attitude. Yeah?
Oh, official business is it? Oh, you hear that, Cheryl?
Go easy on him.
This little, I don't even know what he is. This prick. He says he's on official business. You know where you are?
Easy. Remember what happened last time?
All right, excuse me, your highness and your littleness and your official business. So you want some mashed up peanuts? And
No,
what else?
I want bread and water.
Oh, yeah, we got your bread. We got your bread, all right. You hear that, Cheryl? Get this man and his official business some official business bread.
I got some sourdough.
Will that do?
Of course. You take gold, yeah?
No, it's on me. It's on me. It's add it to my account.
Add it to your account. Okay, I think you mean your cousin's account. No good.
And again with the disrespect.
All right, it's coming up. You want that water? How you want it?
Cold.
And salty or no salt?
No salt. Why would I want to drink salt water?
What kind of...
Actually, drinking salt water is kind of a way that we show that we're manly men. But you don't have to...
That's the dumbest thing I think.
Oh yeah, it's so dumb. It's so dumb. I've never even done it. I've never even done it. I don't even
starting
like it.
to think that you're a little soft, little man.
What did you say?
Soft skin. You heard me. I'm talking to the little man on his official business.
Oh, you excuse me for just 1 second.
Be careful. He's
a giant. Yes, I know. Now, look, drag the chair over to the bar, stand up on the bar, get up on the bar stool, stand up on the bar. Look, I understand that we may have gotten off the wrong foot, and I can't seem to care. The point, however, is that the person I'm with, see, he's thus far the only person that has actually talked to myself and any of my compatriots like they were people. Everyone else has talked to us like you have been. You see, I firmly believe that respect is just a thing that goes, it's everywhere. I have respect for literally everything. I don't believe that respect is earned. Disrespect is earned. And you have earned my disrespect.
What are you saying here?
If you would like to continue talking, I would love to shut you up.
If that's a threat, little man.
I'll leave the threats to the cowards who hide behind the bar.
Oh, don't you let him talk to you like, I know we're gonna get shut down again, but I can't handle this.
Shauna, calm down.
Who's Shauna? Did you call her Cheryl? Who the hell else have you been sleeping with?
Let me tell you something, little man. You keep my bed business out of your mouth. Now, she didn't catch it. So I'll get whatever the hell you want in this mug. You understand? Just sit down and keep your mouth shut. This Albert will be up in a moment.
Thank you.
Oh.
Cheryl, get that sourdough up.
Okay.
Kind of go down onto the bar stool, wipe off my footprints from the bar, go down on the chair, wipe off my footprints from the bar stool, go down to the floor, wipe off my footprints from the chair, drag it back over to the table, and then sit down.
All right. We're going to call it there, but you notice he's a little red around his cheeks. You're
right?
hot.
Well, yeah, it's like 40 degrees down here.
All right, and ladies and gentlemen, that is where we will end our session tonight. Got some very interesting things lined up. And just another thing to show that the game never goes the way you think it's gonna go.
Hooray!
And Jane, I loved your idea. I was about to do worst things to happen on an important first date, and Alexander and Shauna, you just made it happen. It was wonderful. And it got pretty tense there. That was great. Great little bit of improv. All right, let's go to the judges' final scores. We'll start with you, Sam. Sam, what have you got?
Oh, you know what? As far as my scoring goes, I didn't take any scores. I didn't even do any numbers.
Okay. You don't have to do real scores. You can just
All right, well, then you failed the exam. Like, you have to write down your answers or else we can't grade you, you know?
Hang on a second here. I was really engrossed. Did I really use that word? I really used that word, engrossed by everybody's characters. And I'm looking at everything. Where is my sheet? I'm looking for my
Oh, your blank sheet?
My blank. Yes, my blank sheet, Ryan.
Not bitter at all about that, are you?
Oh my God.
Check under all of your hot dogs.
Yeah. You know what? I think you're the one that ate all my hot dogs. Okay. So there.
You're engrossed. I'm engorged on hot dogs.
You know what? As far as feats are concerned, I'm giving them all to Alex. Okay. Alexander the Great. He's got all of my scores right there. You, my friend Ryan.
Hi.
Okay. For I want to say that that for skills, yeah, you've got some good skills, especially when it comes to snake oil and also hot dogs. So there.
Awesome.
I'm just gonna leave it there. And
you call Nanners a hussy?
Yes, I'm calling Nanners a hussy.
She's like 80. Chill.
Don't slut shame.
Granny got game.
Oh, age ain't nothing but a number, baby.
And I'm just gonna say this. Overall, everyone did a fantastic job. Everyone did a fantastic job. So that's my scoring. I know Bridget probably has got a whole lot more.
Awesome.
I know she does.
Well, Bridget, let's go over to you. What have you got?
All right. So, yeah. So for skills, I gotta give it to Eredin. It was close up until the last, but man, when he got up into that bartender's face and that whole, and up on the stool and then up on the bar and then and just the whole masterful. It was just absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So skills for him. Feats, I gotta give to Alexander, juggling the NPCs and pulling off I'm sorry, the whole spittoon thing when we just hit him.
That was fun.
With the Western and just, the absolute turn on the die. He was just right there, and and the accents. And so skills to Charlie, feats to Ryan. And then I want to hang on. Let me pull up my sheet here. So for Nanners, he gets a rose for encounters, playing up the character traits and flaws. He's just so good at that. Every single game, every single freaking game, he's just right on the money. Never slips. And that goes right in along with the social too, because he, revealing his quirks and his flaws, but just beautiful. So those are my three skills to Alexander, feats to Charlie, and then the characterization and social and everything to Nanners. Those are my three.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you all for playing, everybody. Just want to quickly open the floor. If anybody's got something they're working on, something they want to showcase, please feel free to pitch it to the group and the audience.
Just a reminder, the game I had a small bit part in for their demo, still doing their Kickstarter. Glide the Dragon. Go try it. It's just a demo, and it's a little bit rough, but it's still like a solid 4 hours of video game, which is wild for a demo.
Glide the dragon.
Glyde, I believe.
Heard.
I have
Awesome.
to double check that, but
Nice.
And who should I be looking for to listen to you?
Iceon, he's a little frost dragon that is falling to the darkness in the ice area.
Ooh.
Heard.
That sounds fun.
Very
All
good.
right. All right. Well, once again, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a couple more shows before we hit our summer hiatus, and we will see. Will we get to the conclusion of this giant conundrum? Time will tell. And until next time, everybody, thank you for joining us, and have yourselves a wonderful evening.
Woo.